The Electoral Commission needs over 2 billion shillings to organize fresh city elections, which money the body says they don't have, yet there are still more elections coming up. Last week, the Commission suspended the polls over widespread electoral malpractices in the Central Business District. Commission Chairman Dr. Badru Kiggundu says they need the money, mainly to process new voting materials like ballot papers.
The amount of money that will be required, we'll have to go back to Treasury and ask for that money. It was not in our original budget. And the money is going to be beyond 2 billion shillings. Just for that election. Because all the materials that were unused are bad now.
However, he is confident that the measures they have put in place will ensure a free and fair election. The Commission is getting ready for the election of municipality chairpersons and councillors this Wednesday on 2nd March.
We are trying our level best to do a crash training, not only the polling officials, but also the supervisors. We're asking them to oblige to the provisions of the law. And the provisions of the law dictate that the polling station should be open at 7.
The EC chief urges the public to remain calm and desist from creating situations that may spark off violence and disorganize the electoral process.
I learned there were some leaders who are moving around from polling station to another with some kanyamas. Please, we don't want this to happen. And we're going to be working with security to make sure this does not happen.
Meanwhile, the Electoral Commission has received a petition from youth members of parliament aspirants to address outstanding issues before the election in 2 weeks' time. The youth claim the Commission has not given them adequate time to campaign, not facilitated delegates, and not sensitized the Electoral College.
The current program is that they will nominate us, then tomorrow we shall have elections. But we will not have campaign. These are 28 districts. I need to have been given enough time. So if they can nominate us like a week before, we ask the Electoral Commission to send in facilitation early in time for the delegates to pick their facilitation and come, they find their accommodation. That is one. Another thing is on the issue of the register, the voters themselves. Because at the moment, every candidate seems to literally mobilize his own. Every candidate has his own version of who the voters are.
The law, the Youth Council was passed very late, and the facilitation which goes along with the process was passed very late. So we made an appeal to the youth that you must be prepared to work with us in the very short times, because we are trying to oblige ourselves to meet the constitutional deadlines. We talk about facilitation. We can't give them money in advance. Why? Because we don't know who will make it there. We must verify. We have the registers.